I've found something really interesting to discover when looking at from a macro perspective at the typical crypto audience, and that is the perception of a bull run and how it's actually really misaligned to reality. So I think when people think bull run, and correct me if I'm wrong, but put this in the comments. When people think of bull run, their mind typically goes to the parabolic move in the market. But in reality, the parabolic move in the market is just a small portion of a bull run. It's almost like a phase of the bull run. And I think that misalignment is actually causing quite a bit of damage. And I want to explore that in this video. And before I get started, for the serious investors among you, if you're looking to create a plan of action for taking profits in this bull run, you've got to book a call with me and my team in the BlockFlow program. There's a free discovery call that you can book by clicking the link in the description. More about that at the end of the video. So it's thinking that the bull run is, or equating the bull run with the parabolic move, that's the mistake here. But in reality, a bull run begins at the bottom of a bear market. And if you look back through history and all of the bear markets, you can see the ideal time to buy was at the end of the bear market. We all know this, but it's kind of like we forget that as the thought develops here. And I will get into that. Now, what typically happens out of the reversal point, the bottom of the bear market, the ultimate good time to buy, isn't an immediate reversal. Oftentimes, this is quite slow and takes a while. And the problem is, as the prices do go up, you end up in this psychological trap. And that psychological trap kind of gets you thinking about the day-to-day ups and downs and how the price is moving right now or in the last week or so. We might pay more attention to news during these times. And so what happens is you get so distracted that you even forget that the bull run is underway. You forget that the bull run's actually happening. The definition of a bull run in my mind is, it's the time period from the bottom of the market to the top of the market. It's that whole time period. But if we misallocate that to just the parabolic part of the market, we're doing ourselves injustice, and we will actually make mistakes as a result of that. So when prices do move slowly and they slowly kind of creep up, the market typically doesn't believe that that is happening. They don't believe that this is attached to a bull run. They kind of think, because the general attitude at the bottom of a bear market is the price is going to continue to go down. And people will believe that the price is going to continue to go down even after a prolonged period of the prices slowly going up. And you can see that in the crypto chart here, on the Bitcoin chart. You start in the bear market, you kind of have a few good days. There's periodic days here. This is the daily chart we're looking at. Few days at a time where we have lots of green candles, and then it kind of goes sideways and down. Green candles, sideways and down. We're really not moving that much. It's not enough to convince the people that the bull run has begun. All of a sudden, you end up at the previous all-time highs of Bitcoin in this example, but that will be spread across the market in general. And people still don't believe that the bull run has started because it's not been that convincing. Why hasn't it been convincing? Well, it's because it hasn't triggered in the majority of people's minds, this is a bull run, because people are defining a bull run by parabolic price movement. That isn't what has happened. And that's never what happens in the starting half of a bull run. You never see these parabolic things because the parabolic nature of things happens at the end of the bull run. It's like the last phase of the bull run. So we do need to shift how we define a bull run and acknowledge that if you are here in this bear run, so like if you were in crypto from, let's say you joined crypto in mid-June 2022, and you were buying all the way throughout down to kind of November, December 22, you're in major profit. Like you are so winning right now. And I guarantee there are people in here that, joined in that mid-June time period that are currently sat, if they have Bitcoin, 237% above where they bought, and they probably have a lower average now after that has continued on, who believe that they still haven't made any money. You have. Like, you just don't, you're correlating the definition of a bull run incorrectly. You've seen most of a bull run already. Like, you've literally seen most of it already. Now, that's certainly for Bitcoin. I'm talking specifically for Bitcoin as one that drives the market. And I will say that when Bitcoin does eventually more convincingly surpass its previous all-time high and its current kind of range that it's in, the other altcoins will react more drastically than Bitcoin does. That's just the nature of it. So if you're sat there in an altcoin thinking, I haven't seen any bull run, well, let's even go to XRP. I'm going to have a look at the XRP chart here. Yeah, from those dips in the same time period in June 2022, even if when you were buying down there, people were buying at kind of 30 cents, 36 cents, you're still 100% up. Like, you don't go 100% up in a bear market. And if you bought in COVID, which many, many, many of you did, you're buying down in COVID, I'm not choosing the bottom here, but you're up 300% from just that point. And you've seen higher moments in that as well with the court case releases and stuff. This is what the beginning part of a bull run actually is. It's not all that fancy. It's not all that exciting. It's pretty slow, methodical kind of increases in price over time. But that gets you into a whole world of issues when you're expecting the bull run and the bull run's never coming, and then you invite emotion into the house, and you kind of say the frustration gets to you and you start to act irrationally. You can see how that flow of emotion comes in because of your misdefinition of a bull run. And the thing is, by the time the obvious signal that the bull run is here comes for most people, it's already over. So think about it. If a bull run, like the way the world is defining it as that parabolic thing, the parabolic part of the bull run, once you see the parabolic bull run starting, like that section of the bull run, it only lasts a few days. Like, it doesn't last very long. So it is as quickly over as it started. So by the time you react to that and say, yes, the bull run has started, it's already gone. So understanding that a bull run actually is already playing out, and we've been in it, and we've seen growth in the market. So don't get kind of angry that you've not seen your portfolio go up. It has gone up. For the most part, it has gone up. But if you're expecting the bull run to come soon, and you're going to have time, you're going to think about when you're going to sell, and there's going to be no emotions, it's going to be great, you're probably wrong. Probably. Now, of course, in my mind, this is the time period where we're in that last phase where it's like pretty urgent. If you're going to have a plan of action, you're going to need to get one. I've actually been saying this for like a couple of years, really. I'm emphasizing it now because I have talked to more people, I've seen more people, I've heard more stories of people watching the prices go up, not being convinced it's a bull run, and watching the prices all come back down again and not doing anything. And so this is my kind of foot in the door to say, it's all well and good. We're going to see lots of money in the future, but unrealized profits in your portfolio is not the same thing as actual profit taking. This one, where you watch your portfolio value go up, does nothing for you. This one actually allows you to take some money out of the market. And I would say the majority of people's purpose for being in crypto right now is to make some money. How can you make money if your focus isn't on the moment where you take money? The focus is on some abstract number way in the future based on a really terrible definition of a bull run. Be realistic, zoom out, have that kind of logical perspective on it. You don't have to sell everything. Sell a portion that is comfortable to you. Hold a portion that is comfortable to you for the long term. And you're in a win-win. I don't see how that logic kind of fails. Anyway, with all of that said, this is the sole purpose of the program that I've created, is to serve people between the ages of 45 and 65 who don't want this complex trading kind of thought process or technology usage. I've made a program specifically for people in that age group with portfolios over $30,000, just because that gives you more of an idea, more of a chance at having a bigger impact in this bull run if you actually have a plan of action. Typically, if you're below $30,000, it feels like, maybe it's just better for you to experience this bull run on your own, or maybe accumulate a bit more of a portfolio. But if you've got 30, certainly over 100,000, like you're in a tremendous position to actually do something powerful here in the bull run by taking profits. You can only take profits if you have a plan of action, and you can only create a plan of action if you've analyzed every angle of this thing, from the internal aspects, the mentality, the understanding that you are an insufficient vehicle for where you want to go. There's a development side to this, a personal development mentality side, and then there's also the nitty-gritty of like understanding why these exit points are where they are. How did I come to that conclusion? And ultimately, at the end of it, you create something that's completely tailored to you. So it's not my strategy, just teaching you how to make one yourself. So if all of those things, that criteria meets with you, then go into the comments. There's a link to book a call. It's a free discovery call. You'll likely be connected with me because I have the most availability, but you might get someone else in the team. Book a call. We'll talk with you for about 45 minutes about the plan of action for you. And if it feels right to you, when we talk about the program, it will be a no-brainer if it's right for you. You'll just know at the time. But we'll obviously push you in the right direction to see what you need. I'm not here to drive a sale. I'm here to help as many people as possible. So if you are the right person with the right problem, the right need, and the right desire for this program, the program's a no-brainer. It's absolutely a no-brainer. We've got 53 members in the program right now. Every single one of them is having a tremendous experience. We've got testimonials on the landing page that you can see, clicking the link in the description as well. Listen to those testimonials. Don't just believe what I'm saying. Listen to how other people are experiencing it. Also, try not to follow links in the comments. The only comment that you can pay attention to is the pinned comment in the comments section, because only I can create a pinned comment. So any questions, let me know in the comments and book a call with me and my team. It's little lessons like this where you learn, oh, wait, my definition of this was actually wrong, or the way I was looking at this wasn't productive for what I'm trying to do. And it kind of realigns all of that to you. So you have this absolutely clear view of what's coming down the pipe. And also there's no emotion involved because your hands are basically off at that point. You do the work, you do the program, follow it step by step, take your hands off the wheel. And I think that's quite a relief for many people. So like I said, let's redefine how we look at ball runs. If we only view ball runs as parabolic, then we're gonna misstep, and we're gonna invite emotions into the house, and we're gonna make bad decisions. It's coming though. It's very exciting. I'm looking forward to it. I'll speak to you soon. Thanks.